The results of the largest experiment to ever take place on our power of arousal and imagination is clearly showing that the men who regularly engage in graphic arousal imagery are decimating their dopamine and destroying their neurology, desensitizing their arousal, losing their power of imagination, and experiencing the fastest growing and predominant form of arousal dysfunction ever witnessed in human history, which is called PIED. Virtually induced arousal dysfunction, or PIED, affects anyone with neurology and anyone with a brain, which is everyone who regularly engages in graphic arousal imagery, whether you are a man or a woman, young or old. We are in the latter stages of a violent death throe and a major extinction event of men's abilities to get aroused, to imagine their own creative self-generated scenes of foreplay, intimacy, bonding, and lovemaking, because currently 80% of men regularly engage in graphic arousal imagery at least once per week. The majority of men are living under the false pretense, the synthetic stimulus, and the flattering illusion that their powers of arousal and imagination are potent, finely tuned, and powerful, when in reality, they are rapidly and drastically losing their critical and foundational powers of arousal and imagination. So how can we regain our full inherent powers of arousal and imagination once we have sacrificed and handed it all over to a cold, calculated computer and thrown away our most precious essential fluids like mere meaningless trash, day after day, month after month, year after year, and even decade after decade? Can we take back all that truly belongs to us and reclaim all our inherent power of arousal and innate creative imagination? Yes, we absolutely can. As soon as we realign with the healing light and love perpetually raining down upon us and ceaselessly offering us the priceless gift of profound change, growth, learning, natural healing, and massive positive transformation, or MPT, in our lives. The golden pathway to freedom, joy, and empowerment, which leads us out of our current state of dysfunction we desperately find ourselves in, is actually the very same pathway which has led us into the valley of darkness, dysfunction, and death. All we need to do is turn around, face the beautiful and eternal light shining into our eyes, reverse our course, and retrace our steps back up that same dysfunctional pathway which has led us down into our current state of depression, confusion, exhaustion, and isolation. Do not follow a dead-end trail or chase an alternate course presented from an outside source with the sole intention to mislead us and trap us in the perpetual cycle of synthetic consumption. The only way out of dysfunction is to search deep within the innermost vaults and sacred chambers of our very own hearts and find the courage to face our underlying pervasive fears and our self-deprecating, undermining, and self-destructive behaviors head on. We must mature into grown men and women by finding our willpower, drive, discipline, motivation, and inspiration to stare the great poisonous fire-breathing dragon right in the eyes as we pierce its heart with the powerful, unrelenting, and fatal blow of our mighty lance. This is the sacred act and the rite of passage we are all being called upon to begin as the divine children of the most powerful force in the universe, right now. We must address the true underlying cause of our arousal and imagination dysfunction by eliminating the source, since the very source of our current disempowered and dysfunctional state is the underlying unhealthy behavior and practice of essence released to graphic arousal imagery. The golden pathway to reclaiming our full inherent powers of arousal and imagination is to permanently eliminate essence released to graphic arousal imagery, period, end stop. It is that simple, clear, straightforward, and free. The only way to rewire reboot, and rebuild ourselves into the powerful arousal beings we are truly meant to be in life is to join the NoFap online forum and commit to no PMO, or no graphic arousal imagery, no self-pleasuring, and no essence release for a minimum of 90 days, or what is also commonly known as monk mode. Regular engagement in graphic arousal imagery is an unhealthy, unnatural, and unsustainable state of arousal dysfunction, hypersexualization, objectification, and toxic mating behavior, which inevitably leads to PIED, isolation, confusion, depression, exhaustion, and disempowerment. The antidote, the natural healing modality, and the only pathway to reverse and heal this neurologically based state of arousal dysfunction and loss of imagination, and the only pathway to resensitize our natural arousal abilities, restore our imagination, and rebuild our dopamine levels and receptor sites is to practice no PMO, or in other words, to go monk mode. Not only will the healthy practice of refraining from graphic arousal imagery, all similar virtual imagery, and the practice of essence retention restore our full arousal potency and performance to levels beyond our wildest dreams, but it will also restore our full inherent powers and fulfill our highest potential in every aspect of our lives, in our intimate, relational, neurological, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual lives. By rewiring our neurology, rebuilding our dopamine levels and receptor sites, and resensitizing our neurology to natural, normal, and sustainable stimuli found within the natural creation. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to catch the next video.